So you can see that there's quite a few improvements done to the demo that I made. The most visible one is that the model is finally animated and there's textures. So the way it works is that the textures are specified as an array of index colors. It's a lookup table. There is predefined colors for the model type. It's same with the normals. It's basically to save the space. It's quite easy to load in. There's a little bit of messing around with the way that Swift handles the pointers. But other than that, it's basically creating the data from the palette and then creating an image based on that, and then it's passed as a texture to the model. The animation is done using twins, so we have a smooth animation instead of just jumping from frame to frame. It basically sends to the shader the current position, the next position, and the ratio of the twin between them. It's quite easy to calculate. The disadvantage is that you can see that there's quite a bit of shimmering going on, and this is basically the reason why no one is using this technique anymore. There is also a skybox. It's done using a cube map. So the way I've done it is I combine a flat texture and a cube texture into a single class, so it's a little bit easier to manage. So when you load a cube texture, you basically provide 6 different images instead of 1. And then what you do is you use a cube. There is different ways of loading models. One is procedural model, so you basically create a cube of size 1 by 1 by 1, and because we ignore the actual orientation, the position of the cube, it looks like it's just encompassing us. I've also added a couple of extras such as a grid and axis. And also for debug purposes, you can see normals and the mesh. So normals and mesh are a little bit interesting because they're done using geometry shaders. So that required me to use 3 shaders instead of 2. It's fairly simple once you get your head around it. It basically uses the pre-existing data to recalculate different positions and then draw the resulting data as lines. Apparently it's quite slow, but just for debugging purposes I think it's okay. There's also axis and grid rendering. The axis is just a simple line, and the grid is a repeating texture. The interesting thing about texture is it takes into account the position of the camera, so it looks as an endless grid. Yep, so that's it.